Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the video lectures by Divisional Public School, Lahore. Dear students, our today's topic is translation of Urdu into English sentences using past continuous tense for class 9th. Past continuous tense, also known as the past progressive tense, describes an action or event that was ongoing or in progress at a specific time in the past. It's used to show that an action was happening when another event occurred, or to emphasize the duration of an action. Continuous tense uses was, were as helping verbs. Along with this, we use present participle, the fourth form of verb, as the main verb in the sentence. Let's look at different structures of past continuous tense like affirmative, negatives, and interrogative sentences so that we can correctly translate Urdu sentences into English using these structures. As you know, a sentence is made up of subject, verb, and object. In past continuous sentence, we have was, were as helping verbs, and with them, verb first form with ing, that is present participle fourth form, is used as the action verb in the sentence. For example, I was going to school. These sentences ends on full stop. They are statements, opinions, and answers in the daily speech. Let's look at the structure of negative sentences in past continuous sentence. Subject plus was were, and there would be addition of not before main verb in the sentence. For example, I was not going to school. Interrogative sentences, the question form of the sentence. In this, we write helping verbs was, were in the beginning and subject afterwards, then the fourth form of verb and object with question mark to write a sentence in question form, the interrogative form. For example, was I going to school? Students, you have just revised the affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentence structure for past continuous tense. We are going to use them to write Urdu sentences into English correctly. The Urdu sentences have raha tha, rahi thi, rahe the at the end of the sentence. It indicates that the action was ongoing or in progress. This is the identification of sentences in Urdu. When you see raha tha, rahi thi, rahe the at the end of a sentence, it would help you identify them as past continuous sentences. Dear students, now as you know the structures and identification of sentences of Urdu for translation into past continuous tense in English, let's take some examples from your grammar book. We are going to begin with affirmative sentences. The first sentence that I've taken from your book is बूढ़ा आदमी कमरे में ऊँघ रहा था. Raha tha indicates past continuous. Now let's look at the difficult words. Budha admi, old man. Ung, doze. Using the structure of affirmative sentence, our sentence translation will be: the old man was dozing in the room. Doze. Using structure, it says you have to use fourth form of verb, so it will be with ing, dozing. The next example is वो तेज दौड़ रहा था. Let's look at the difficult words. तेज, fast, दौड़, run. रहा था. You can clearly see the words रहा था at the end of this sentence, indicating clearly the past continuous. Now translate this sentence into English. The sentence would be: he was running fast. All right, very well going. Now we will look at the sentences in negative form. Another example from your book is पानी की सतह बुलंद नहीं हो रही थी. As you can see, रही थी at the end of sentence, again indicating that this is continuous past. Let's look at the words sata, level, buland, rise. The translation will be: the water level, पानी की सतह, was not rising, बुलंद नहीं हो रही थी. Let's look at the next example. नौकर बहाने नहीं बना रहा था. बहाने, excuse, banana, make. Let's look at the translation using the structure subject plus was verb plus not plus verb fourth form and object. The servant was not making excuses. रहा था, रही थी. You can clearly identify them at the end of your sentence, and it would help you to translate them correctly into past continuous. All right, students. Now we are going to discuss two examples from interrogative structures. The examples I have taken from your book for discussion are: क्या वो उस्ताद को तवज्जो से सुन रहे थे? And आपके बारे में कौन पूछ रहा था? Now, you can see रहे थे, रहा था is again here at the end of these sentences, clearly indicating that these belong to past continuous. Look at the translation. क्या वो उस्ताद को तवज्जो से सुन रहे थे? तवज्जो, attentively, सुन, listening, ustad, teacher. Now you see in interrogative sentences, helping verbs are placed in the beginning. Were they listening to the teacher attentively? Question mark. In the Urdu sentence and in English sentence, you will see the use of question mark that will again help you in choosing the structure, the right structure of interrogative sentence for translation. The second example, आपके बारे में कौन पूछ रहा था? Who was asking about you? Question mark. Hope today's lecture would benefit you in translating Urdu sentences of past continuous tense into English correctly and easily. For further practice, you are supposed to select more sentences from your grammar book and translate them into English and note them into your notebook. Thanks for watching and keep learning.